What's up, guys? Nicholas Trevelyan here, and it has been a wild past 72 hours for me. Our new scale book just went up on Amazon, and I got the first Amazon Prime delivery today. And you know what my very first thought when this came in was? Man, I want to help other people do this. Like, straight up. Let me be frank with you. Writing a book changed my life. I wrote my first book, it's probably around here somewhere. I wrote my first book 7 years ago. I was terrified. I didn't know what I was going to do or how I was going to do it, but I leaned into the process and I learned it. And this book changed my life. Never thought in a million years I would be able to report to you that this was my first $1 million sales funnel. Not overnight, guys, not at all. I'm a small business owner, and I was when I wrote this. 100 sales over a few years and $1 million of revenue because of one decision. One decision. But what's interesting about that is even when I wrote that, people started asking me for help with writing and publishing their books. That's what I do. It's funny, I'm a business coach, yes, and I teach some really cool strategies about creating content, starting a podcast, repurposing your podcast, blowing up on social media. Got some great paid traffic stuff that we're teaching, some really cool sales funnels, how to start an online course. But the foundation of it all is built around writing a book. And back to you, you know, it's funny, when this showed up, I was really proud to see so this was the envelope, exact envelope right here. I checked the doorstep yesterday. You know, I got the notification from Amazon this was delivered, and I opened it up, and I got a little choked up. I mean, this was my life's work, right? And I was so proud of this, so proud I even FaceTimed my mom yesterday. I FaceTimed my mom, and I showed her my book, and I showed her on Amazon and stuff. But the very first thing that I thought after I got to celebrate with my mom was, I want you to experience this too. Guys, I cannot stress to you, and it's one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. What this book, or both of these books have done for me is it led to podcast appearances. It led to stages like me speaking. Guys, I got to speak on stage with Ed Milet, Sean Whalen, Brad Lee, Andy Elliott. I had all four of those guys as keynotes on my stages. You know, I've been interviewed by a lot of people about my book. It's fun to produce content around my book, and I want to help you experience that. I want you to understand what that level of authority feels like. But more importantly, I want clients to see you in that light. See, guys, in my game, and I want you to come into my brain real quick on why this matters for you. If you're a business owner who is great at what you do, you're an expert at what you do, you're awesome, you help people, there's nothing that will change your brand and your conversations more than sending somebody a copy of your book. And I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine one of your dream customers. You get a DM on Facebook or Instagram. You get a referral. Hey, my cousin told me about you. You seem awesome. And I want you to imagine within 24 to 48 hours, this showing up with your book in it. What do you think that does to your sales process? What do you think that does to your authority and to your trust? I'll tell you what it does. What we do and what we teach is we mail this out before our sales calls. And it either shows up the day before or like the day after. But I had a guy literally buy our course on the call with me. He had got my book, read it cover to cover before our sales call. It showed him that I was different. Writing a book shows that you are different. Writing a book and creating content for social media around your book shows that you are different. Why? This is a real stat. Less than 1% of the world will ever write a book. Less than 1%. So if 99% can pull out their phone and TikTok, and I'm not saying don't do that, I do that, like we're recording videos right now. If only 1% will ever do this, why would you not want to make this your main driver of business and your main sales funnel? Did you know there's more PhDs and doctors than there are published authors? Why? Because it takes time to learn your craft. It takes, guys, I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years, 2 decades this year. It takes time to go through the trenches and learn. Maybe you've been through some sort of a schooling. I was just talking to a chiropractor. He's been practicing for 30 years. Double down on that and own that. Maybe you're just starting out, but you've done a lot in a short amount of time. Maybe you've helped somebody get a transformation. In my life, after 20 years of entrepreneurship, there is nothing that has changed the game more than my first book, which would logically share with you why I wrote the second one 6 months ago. Does it make sense? If it worked the first time, it would work the second time, and it's working. And guys, like I said, this just showed up yesterday. This is real time. I was so proud of that book, and all I could think was, man, I want to help other people do this. You know, I'm asked a lot. You're probably getting my emails. You probably follow me or listen to the podcast, follow me on social media. But what do I do? Yes, I'm a business coach. I help people get more sales. That's what I do. But we help them with the foundation of writing the book first and establishing authority. Now, why would you want to establish authority? Because that's what people are drawn to, right? So back to my real estate example, I was a realtor. I was a CEO of a real estate company. Would you want to work with the kid right out of real estate school who's just playing this, or the guy that wrote a book about the subject, the guy that wrote a book about the 2,000 homes he had sold and his home selling system? Who would you rather work with? Just shared this with a loan officer as well. Same with the loan officer. Same with the solar company. Same with the contractor. Same with the chiropractor. Same with the painter. Somebody that is now the published author on the subject. Do you see what that does to your brand? So there's this beautiful combination of sharing stuff like this on social media through paid ads to then drive them to a sales funnel and kind of incorporating your book in that process. And guys, if anything that I'm sharing with you right now is hitting home, let's hop on a call. There's a button below, tap the button. It'll go right to my calendar. I'll pull up my calendar, pick a time that works for you. You're gonna fill out a couple questions. And what I'm gonna even do in that process, when you fill out those questions, one of the questions is I'm gonna ask you for your mailing address, and I'm gonna mail you one of these from Amazon as my gift to you, because I wanna show you how powerful this process can be. Then I wanna teach you how to do it. And I can help you get a book done in 60 days or less. Guys, I have the publishing team in place. We do everything for you. I have a team that does the cover, the spine, the back cover. I teach you how to lay out your table of contents. I teach you how to write the book. I teach you how to promote the book. I teach you how to build a sales funnel around the book. Then I teach you how to go get clients with this book. Teach you how to grow your social media through the book. So if writing a book has been on your vision board for a while, and I hear this all the time, yeah, Nick, I've had that on my goals list. Well, guys, here's your chance. Sometimes the universe knocks and says, hey, here's your chance. You ever heard that story of a guy, he's stranded on a desert island, and a boat goes by, and the guy goes, get in. And the guy goes, no, God's gonna save me. And then a helicopter comes over and drops him a net. It says, climb up. And he goes, no, God's gonna save me. And then a plane comes by and says, dude, last chance, get on the plane. We're gonna save you. No, God's gonna save me. Dies, goes to heaven. He goes, God, why don't you save me? He goes, dude, I sent you a boat, a helicopter, and a plane. I hear this all the time. Nick, I want to write a book, or I want to start a podcast, but I know I need to grow my social media, but. What but? If you want to level up, here's your chance. And I'm literally saying to you, I'm going to help you. I'm going to grab you by the hand. I call it being your Sherpa up the book writing mountain. I've done it a few times for myself. I've done it for all of these beautiful people, and I've designed a process. And yeah, there's an investment. Writing a book costs money. That's the point. It's nothing crazy. It's less than most likely one of your clients, and it's going to take some time. I can have it done in 2 months or less. But 2 months from now, you can literally be holding up a copy of your book, mailing it to people on Amazon, priming it to them 24, 48 hours, recording reels and content, going on podcasts about it, literally speaking about your book. And let me just leave you with this. How proud would you feel? I'll tell you what, it was very emotional for me yesterday, showing my mom my book on Amazon. She says, Nikki, you're a published author. It's funny. We got our first $17 in royalties yesterday. I said, Mom, we were joking about it. How proud would you feel? What would that do to your social media? What would that do to your market, to your clientele? How would they treat you? I'll tell you what, after 20 years in entrepreneurship, this is just a trophy of my life's work. I'm proud of it. And if anything I'm saying is hitting home with you guys, let's hop on a call. It'll be me. It's not anybody from my team. It'll be you and I chatting about your book. I'm going to chat about your brand, see where a book would help you. I'll answer all of your questions because you have questions about the process and how to write and the publishing team and all of the above and the cost. I want to go over it all with you guys. It's nothing crazy. 5 to 6 grand total to write a book, start to finish. It's not like 25 G's. Like I said, 5 to 6 grand total. That's from my help, a publishing team, all the above. As you can tell, I'm a super upfront, just genuine guy. My life's mission is helping people like yourself establish authority. That's what I do, and I'm really good at it. I've built a brand and am building a brand around that, and I want to help you. So I just thought it'd be fun just to kind of just give you guys a video of me just saying hello. I don't do this as often as I should. You know, a lot of people see me on TikTok or on Instagram or the podcast, and it's not really a two-way conversation. Today, I just wanted to have a two-way conversation with you. And just let you know what this book has done for me and then what it could do for you, if that makes sense. So if you're still watching, you know, you're somebody that I genuinely want to help. You know, it's funny. I don't have clients anymore. I have friends because everybody that comes in writes a book and we become friends. And then I get to help my friends grow and get clients and develop sales processes and get leads and do some really cool things. And I'd love to call you a published author. I'd love to call you a friend. And so tap that link below. Hop on a call. As you can tell, I'm super upfront. I'll answer all your questions and see if we can get you a book written in the next 60 days. And then who knows, maybe in 60 days you'll be mailing me, which you will be, a copy of your book. So I look forward to talking to you soon. Hope you learned something from this. Have a great day.